Hey guys, Agent TV here and welcome back to another video. A key thing in animation, or any story for that matter, are characters. Characters present emotions, build the plot, and can even deliver humor. Without characters, all stories would be redundant and tasteless. But what if there are too many characters and some are forgotten? Characters that are implemented in the early stages of a show, but later skipped over or ignored. Today, I'll be talking about 5 characters in animation that were at some point forgotten. Characters on this list mainly had either a hiatus on the show or never returned on screen. These characters are considered forgotten. Now, some of these characters do eventually return or are mentioned, but that's either for ironic twists or callbacks to past events. Finally, all shows on this list have ended as a series, so don't worry, I'm considering the full length of the series. With all that said, let's begin the video. The first character I'll be talking about is Audrey from Regular Show. Most of you probably remember this character, but for those who don't, Audrey was one of Benson's girlfriends. Benson had a difficult relationship with women in the show. Numerous times he's stated that he's been rejected and never had a real relationship. Well, one of these exceptions is Audrey. She was Benson's original neighbor, and we saw a growth in their bond in the episode Weekend at Benson's. The episode mainly consists of Mordecai and Ruby helping out Benson on what could be his first real girlfriend by helping him hang out with Audrey while unconscious. In the end, it was a success and Benson had something going. She would later have some cameos being mentioned, etc. But it really wasn't apparent of their relationship until Dumptown, USA, where it does confirm that Benson was depressed for some time after they broke up. And that's where she's basically forgotten. We only got one episode for the relationship, the exposition, but nothing to continue or anything to wrap it up. And with that, I would consider her to be forgotten. I would have loved to have seen at least one other episode going over what went wrong, but alas, it never came. The next character on here is Amy from Clarence. Ah yes, Clarence. I think one positive element of Clarence are some of the morals exemplified by the main characters. The children are very feverish and cynical when it comes to love drama. So when it comes down to Clarence hanging out with a girl, then having a good time is raised to another level. In the episode Pretty Great Day with a Girl, Clarence spends the day hanging out with a girl who is going to be moving soon. The whole boys hang out with boys and girls hang out with girls concept is conventional to basically everyone in the show. But the thing about Clarence is that he finds enjoyment and fun with anyone, whether they look different, dumbfounded by everyone, or even with, again, a female. So even though it's a girl, he still wants to have a good time. It's also mentioned in the episode that Amy's parents are going through a divorce, and she will unfortunately be leaving soon. Due to this, and the fact that the show ended pretty abruptly, we will never see Amy in a future episode. And no, for those who search the wiki to prove me wrong, there is no other canon time where she is mentioned. Sure, she looks similar in the backdrops, but no, I don't consider that canon. So she is forgotten. I actually admired her relationship with Clarence. As the later seasons of the show don't thrill me, I can't say season 1 really was that bad. And for this episode being in the mix, it's going to have to be one of my favorite episodes. The third character on this list are actually 2 people being Chester and Agee from the Fairly Odd Parents. As stated by the infamous Butch Hartman himself, Chester and Agee were shown on screen much less and became more background characters as the show progressed. In the beginning seasons, both would appear at Timmy's school and be important characters. But as the seasons go on, Chester and Agee would become background characters, being part of the main plot with Timmy once in a while. And I can see why the writers wanted to do this, but my main issue is to continue the show further. They would just replace the old characters with new ones. It was always Cosmo, Wanda, and Timmy, but it would change from Vicky to no Vicky, Sparky just disappearing, Chloe existing. Like, they just added characters for no reason. Like, I'd rather have Chester and AJ than flipping Chloe. I don't think Fairly Odd Parents should have run for 10 seasons. What I would have preferred, that they end on a little bit after the entire Channel Chaser special. Great special, by the way. It was a good way to end the show, in my opinion. Adding Poof just added more leisure to have more seasons and whatnot. So yeah, should have ended around season 4. It's 2004 to 2007. The next character on here is Timothy from the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. also known as the Pulverizer, also known as Mutagen Man, was one of the secondary characters in the show. He was originally a human who was a big fan of the turtles. Unfortunately, after a mission accident, he was indulged in mutagen and became Mutagen Man. He became this transparent, slimy mutant thing. However, unlike other characters in the show, he wanted to become mutated, so he could become a ninja turtle. But his fate was sealed as he was too destructive and was locked away in Donnie's lab. The issue with this character is after he becomes mutated, Donnie promises to return him to his original self. But that never happened. He didn't disappear. Like, he was in the background of some episodes, don't get me wrong. But they put out the idea that his effects would someday be reversed, or at least they would attempt to touch on it. But nope, didn't happen. The final character on this list of forgotten characters is Molly from the Amazing World of Gumball. So yeah, this character was inevitable to be on this list. So let me explain why. Basically, in the world of Gumball, there is this concept that forgotten things are sent to this endless void, where things are forgotten from existence. This was found out in the episode The Void. Well, the goal of this episode was Gumball and Darwin wanted to find a girl from their school who just vanished. This was Molly. She was a dinosaur character who talked a lot and was pretty boring, but she was basically forgotten by everyone after. Like, seriously, even after the events of The Void, most of the other characters, like Tobias, Jamie, the hot dog guy, they all got episodes, but she never did. But the best part of Molly is the show directly stated that she is a forgotten character and no one remembers her. Whether they actually forgot her, the creators of the show, because Gumball has a lot of background characters, so it actually would make sense. And making a joke about it is just funny to me. But she is a born character and was used to add the idea that Gumball is a simulation. And yeah guys, that will do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Do you remember any of these characters on this list? Let me know down below in the comments. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.